Jade Goody's model son Bobby Brazier is keen to make a name for himself away from his showbiz. The aspiring model, who has already walked in a Dolce and Gabbana show, has been spending the past 12 months focusing on his own development to hit the ground running once locked. Despite his drive and work ethic, Jeff said he appreciates that being the son of the most iconic British reality star of all time will always follow Bobby, and while he's certainly not pushing him to speak about his mother at all, Jeff, who recently launched mental health podcast Only Human to help those struggling in lockdown, said he wouldn't stand in the way if Bobby wanted to speak out. Gushing over his son, Dad Jeff said he couldn't be prouder of Bobby, praising his commitment and dedication to carving out his own career. Jeff, 41, said, "It's an understatement to say lockdown is an inconvenience, but things were really starting to fall into place for Bobby. We all have our fingers crossed that as soon as lockdown ends and industries are able to start opening up again that he will be able to hit the ground running." Has certainly done a lot of work on his own self-development both physically and mentally during lockdown. I've been really proud of him actually. Has been doing a lot of lovely things. He is invested in himself and hopefully that will pay off for him. Despite concerns about the industry both he and Jade built careers in, Jeff says has made sure to install a strong work ethic into both his sons and not let them coast due to who their parents. Like what you see? Then fill your boots. Jeff continued, "I think he was really happy with modeling before. We have had this conversation on countless occasions within our house, that it is important to have a skill and something that you are actually being spoken of instead of who you're. That is really important to him and I have been hitting him with that one from a very young age. So whilst I know there will be opportunities for him that will maybe take him in that showbiz direction, I would hope that modeling, which is his real passion, what he really wants to do, will mean that actually he can be spoken about for what he does for a living as opposed to anything else. If he ever wants to talk about his mom, that is at his own discretion." Despite the setbacks lockdown has caused countless families up and down the UK, Jeff is keen to encourage others to try and see the positives in a tough situation. Talking about how has been using lockdown to think about life goals, he said, "We have a change now to recognize. Usually the pace of life means we don't have time to notice and sit with who you are and where you are. The thing with lockdown is that you are in your own company. You can't avoid the reality of your subconscious with where you are. It's given people time to access and reevaluate their lives. As a result, I think people are far more receptive to mental health. People who are usually on the middle ground are now appreciating that there are ways that we can foster improvement. It's not about what is better. It's about what can be better." Jeff Brazier, Only Human is available to download every Tuesday from Apple Podcasts, Spotify, the Absolute Radio app, absolute.co.uk, and all mainstream podcast